may be the quickest turnaround on a piece of furniture I've ever done. So one of the reasons I love working on old furniture is because each piece tells a story. I think that old furniture is so rich with history, and I love to just think about where they have been, what they've heard, what they have seen. But they all tell so many fascinating stories if you really pay close attention. I want to show you something on this dresser that I just got from my client. It just brings me so much warmth, love, and makes me feel so good. Just something as small as this little detail that they did for their loved one. These little acts are so incredible, and I hope everybody has somebody that loves them like this. So the first thing I always do when I get any piece of furniture is I do a once over really closely and try to see what physical damage the piece has and kind of assess any repairs that I might have to do along the way. And I will show you a few of the things I already know that I'm gonna have to do right now. I'm painting this piece, so I'm just gonna have to give it a really good sanding, but there are some areas that I'm gonna have to patch up as well. Just kind of looking over this piece, I'm definitely gonna have to do a really good sanding. I'm gonna have to fill some holes and scrapes. I am painting it. That is what my client wanted. I gotta double check and see if she wants me to add a more modern set of hardware on this piece, but I think the hardware is really cute. I could just clean it up and even spray paint it, but I will figure that out as I go. First thing I'm gonna do is clean this piece really well. So I've sanded the whole piece down and it's right behind me. By the way, it's same day, just different outfit on. I'm gonna be using Vagabond Blue by Melange, and this is their one line. So it is the primer, paint, and the top coat all in one, which is amazing. And it's a fantastic, fantastic paint. I also really like to keep furniture on these rollers because it makes it really easy to move it around if I need to get to different angles, because often I work in my garage and I work with my garage door down, especially in the winter because it's freezing. It gives me the ability to turn it so that I can get, hi Louie, I can get it in the line of the light. I'm gonna let Louie out. Give me a good boy out here, okay? My go-to brush is, of course, Zebra. I've had this one forever and I just wash them. And I've been able to reuse these. Gosh, this is probably like the 10th project. Maybe that's not a good thing, but I mean, hey, if I can make it happen, I'm gonna make it happen. I will leave an affiliate link for these brushes down below. Highly, highly, highly recommend them. Louie, you can't be up there, buddy. I'm gonna plug back in and listen to a podcast. You can't be up there. What's over there? Over there. Hey, buddy. I'm gonna lay down. There you go. So one of the things that I really love about melange paints is that it appears to be self-leveling. So even though if you paint it on with a paintbrush, it will level out, obviously, and become really smooth. But I think for the second coat, I will actually use a roller brush just to get an extra smooth finish. And I'll probably do a light sanding between because the sandpaper that I used to do a rough sand, I don't think it was as fine as I should have used. So just to cross all my T's and dot all my I's, I'll take those extra precautions. But that's all I can do today. So I will more than likely finish this bad boy up tomorrow, and it will officially be the quickest turnaround time, which would be a couple days. All right, so it is the next day and the first coat has dried. I'll show you here. And now I'm gonna take one of these little sanding blocks and I'm gonna give it just like a rough sanding all over, and then I'm gonna paint the second coat on as well. right, so I got the second coat on. I'm definitely gonna need a third coat, but it's gonna be really, really pretty. And again, this melange paint is fantastic. I highly recommend it. It just creates such a smooth finish. Yeah, so that's all, folks, for today. So I don't think I'm actually gonna be able to get to this until Friday. So it's still up in the air if this is the quickest piece I have done from start to finish, but it could be. So stay tuned. All right, so last day of working on this dresser, but I'm running out of time. So I did want to show you that I had to fill in these existing hardware holes because when I got the hardware that I ordered, I realized that they're just a tad bit too big. So I will show you what I got right now. So this client of mine has already purchased an existing piece for me. It was a waterfall dresser, and it is painted the same color. So I wanted to make sure that the hardware matched somewhat, but wasn't identical. So I got this really pretty bronzy, somewhat antique-y, with a little bit of a modern finish to it, or design I should say. So they will go like that. So I'm just about done with the dresser, but the last thing I'm gonna do is add these back onto the dresser, but in a super secret place, just for a friendly little reminder of their loved one.